Okay, so hi dear Capricorn, very good evening to you guys. This is Tarot Anjali, and this is a 7 day 7 Oshos and Tarot messages for all the Capis, Sun, Moon, Venus rising from today till the 31st of August. Want to be a reader like me? You can purchase my courses. Links are given below in the description box for tarot reading course, self love course, and Ho'oponopono masterclass. For personal reading and healing sessions, check out the description box. You'll find the links below. So let's start. Cappies, the overall energy, the overall situation for this week for you guys is, let's see, Cappies. Receptivity. Okay, the more you are going to be in the receptive mode, meaning not using too much logic in everything, not using too much mind in everything, the more you are going to feel very peaceful and comfortable and happy. And also you will be able to get quick solutions and quick guidance in your life. It's being about receptive, like females, like feminine energy, not female in general. Like it's not about gender specific energies, gender specific kind of thing. It's about the energy, feminine energy. It's mostly receptive. Whatever you are going to give to a feminine energy, it's going to make it make like double it and give it back to you. It's going to grow it. Anyways, so the more you are going to be in the receptive kind of energies, the more it's going to be easier for you to have spiritual growth, to have growth in multiple areas of your life. Basically, try not to use too much of logic or too much of your mind, and try to just be in this energy of let the miracles begin and let me feel the miracles. Okay, let me just go through life in a positive way. Wow, nice. This is going to be the overall energy, being receptive. If it's like either you are going to be very receptive yourself, you don't have to do it, and or you should be, if you're not able to do it from quite a long time now. Try to shut down your mind for a few days, okay, and listen to your heart. 25th, we have the guidance. See, you are going to get the guidance from multiple sources. You might be looking for like guidance for a very materialistic thing, let's say, or very humanly thing, like uh, you want to know whether you should change your career or not, whether you should go for a business thing or not, or something like that. And you're not expecting any kind of guidance from anybody. But if you are going to be in receptive energy, let's say, okay, universe, if I'm supposed to get this job, or I'm supposed to change this career, or whatever the case may be, just an example, show me the guidance and forget about it. Then you are going to get the guidance in very unexpected ways. This kind of miracles used to happen with me a lot. I used to get the answers like first thing in the morning, whether somebody like is talking about that subject, or I go through some kind of reel or YouTube video or something like that. So you are going to get the guidance in some area of your life, and you will be least expecting it to show up in your life. And that is definitely come to you when you are going to be not looking for it. That's the trick. That's the magic. 26, innocence. Even if you are 100 years old, you don't have to be that grumpy uncle or grumpy auntie. You can still be innocent. You can still live your life to the fullest like a kid. Have you heard that saying that there's no difference between old age people and kids? They are like they're same, right? And they're actually same. But we have seen some people thinking that they are so old, especially teenagers, or like they are embarrassed by everything or everyone, especially their parents. And they think like they should behave mature. Like the teenagers think like they should behave mature, and they should look like this, and they should feel like this, or they should think like this. They are suppressed by everybody around them. They are taught by everybody around them. The innocence starts fading away. But the childlike innocence should never fade away. The childlike energy, the childlike wonder should never fade away. And see how your life is going to be more beautiful, more positive, and more happy. Not to worry about each and everything in our life. Sometimes all we have to just play and forget about each and everything. Just play with the grasshoppers, play with the butterflies, Yeah. Then we have 27th, we have the laziness. Capricorn, I am a Taurus myself, and earth sign people are very connected to money. So in your case also, I feel like on 27th, you are going to be very much busy in creating a very comfortable, safe, secure kind of future for yourself. And you're going to feel like that is the ultimate happiness, that is the ultimate goal of life. But what you are doing here is you are not doing the real proper inner work that you should do so that you can enjoy the real freedom, the real happiness inside out. It's not from outside it's going to go inside, from inside it's going to go outside. So do not think like only materialistic happiness is the happiness, or only money is the ultimate goal. That is definitely part of our happiness, but that's not the ultimate happiness. Laziness here depicts like you are too lazy to do the inner work, you are too lazy to go inside and deal with the real problems of your life inside, problems, issues, and you are too busy creating something for yourself in the outer world that you are not looking inside of you. That's the meaning of this card on 28th. Sorry, 25, 26, 27th. 28th, we have the outsider. See, this kid is kind of locked out of a door or something, and even if the door is not locked, he thinks that it is, because his his innocent mind is not able to understand that he can unlock the like he can break the chains, like get out of these chains and open the door and go out. Similarly, right now you are too innocent, or you are too much in this energy of I don't understand why am I feeling like an outsider in my own home, in my own workplace. Why am I not able to blend in? Why am I not able to feel happy? The reason here is either you have outgrown everything and everyone around you, and now your soul is craving for soul tribe, soul people kind of energies, or it's just like your perception is changing, your energies and your views are shifting, and you are in the middle of that transition, so you might be feeling like an outsider. That's what's happening. You can open the door, you can connect with the other people, you can connect with people who are on the same path, who are on the same journey. You can you know you can definitely create this feeling of a family kind of energy from inside. First you have to be your best friend, you have to be your own soul family, and then you will be able to attract those people, those situations, those things around you that are actually good for you and meant for you. It all starts with ourselves, everything starts with ourselves, everything. There's no other self, there's no I, there's nothing else to figure out. But we are humans and we want to do something in life. Chase. Okay, 25th, 6th, 7th, 8th. 29th, abundance. See, again, the same kind of energy is there. You might be having lots of abundance and prosperity and happiness and everything in your life, and you might be enjoying like a king or queen. The spiritual abundance, spiritual prosperity should also be balanced in your physical life, in your human life, you can say. The blend of spiritual life, spiritual prosperity, spiritual abundance, and the abundance that we get as a human on planet earth, when blended together, when integrated together, brings the best life for ourselves, for all of us. That you should think about, that you should work on. Yeah, if you are spiritually aligned, if you're spiritually happy, now work on the physical aspects of your life. If you're physically happy, everything is good, money wise, job wise, career wise, then start working on your spiritual things, and blend it in a beautiful and positive way, and then create the beautiful abundance. Nice. 30th, we have the compromise. See, you don't have to compromise your true self in order to save something or someone that's not worth it. If you think someone or something is worth your compromising, is worth your sacrifice, you can definitely do that. You can definitely put in the effort and energy to save something or someone. But if you think you have to compromise your own truth, You have to compromise your own reality, and you're not going to get nothing. You're not going to get not Oh my god, you're not going to get anything out of that. It's high time for you to realize your self-worth and let go. 31st, we have the going with the flow. Just go with the flow for the time being. Just relax. Just let life happen. Don't try to control each and everything in your life, Capricorn. We do that a lot. I can assure you that Taurus people, Capricorn, Virgo people do that a lot. So try to go with the flow and just let life flow the way it should. Don't try to resist or go against the flow, because you are kind of blocking your own blessings by doing that. For you, the guidance for this week is ordinariness. You don't have to go to the Mount Everest, or you don't have to, do stupid stuff in order to get the adrenaline rush. And it's temporary, by the way. You have to learn the art of finding happiness in ordinary things. How to do that? Practice mindfulness as much as you can in your daily routine, in your daily life, and you will be able to enjoy ordinary things in your life, and you will be amazed how ordinary life is the new cool, is the new jam. I don't know what Gen Z people say. So ordinary is the new cool. Hmm? Figure that out. You will do that. I know that. You can do it. So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, Cappies. We'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye. Take care. May existence bless you. Namaste.